First, it is my delight to welcome into the studio. I can't call Bob and Susan because it sounds like I'm introducing This Morning on ITV or something, two presenters on the sofa. But I am welcoming to the studio Bob and Susan. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Good
young
afternoon,
man.
Alex.
Now, Bob, obviously no stranger to these airwaves, but we're talking taking to the stage For the Fallen, which
Yep.
is a new production coming. Now, when I say taking to the stage, let's talk about, first of all, it's not really a stage that this production is going to be on, is it?
The stage has been created wonderfully by the crew down there, and they're working on it, so say good afternoon to them at present. People will be aware of the Ballacamine Studio Theatre with seating, typical seating, go in the door, up the stairs, watch. No, the seats are all been rammed down the end. So we have created 6 entrances around the audience. Within the middle of the audience, a hexagon with walkways from either side. So it sounds a bit pretentious to call it a performance piece, but it is, because the audience are part of it. And the excellence of sound, light and the set create something magical for the audience.
I mean, in this day and age, everyone talks when you go to sort of amusement parks and theme parks about an immersive experience, feeling like you're actually there. And it sounds like, for you, this is exactly what it is. The audience don't sit and watch a performance, they're surrounded by it.
Yep, actors come on walking by the side of the people. The audience get the sound of battle. It's commemorating the 100th years of World War One. So you've got a battle scene with light, sound, smoke and everything. And really good sound, which makes it different. I think we've all been to productions where the sound's been a bit iffy. But the joy of Anna creating this sound that we had the dress rehearsal last night. And this sound was there. You were there on the front.
I mean, Susan, this is why I'm bringing you in, because,
Yes.
I mean, what role do you play within the story? Because we haven't really talked about the story yet at all.
No, the story is Bob and I are brother and sister in the story, and we kind of introduce the story and we look back in time to the lives of our parents and other islanders during the First World War.
And I believe, as a little aside, you're the only two who get to wear modern dress.
We do. Yeah, we've got it relatively easy.
They hate us, the rest of the cast. They're all in these costumes. And of course, the guys are in World War One soldiers' costumes. And we're quite relaxed and they're sweating like proverbials.
And webbing, and boots and puttees.
Now, Bob, you're obviously no stranger to the stage. Susan, I believe that this is something new for you.
Oh, my goodness. Baptism of fire, hell, bombs, yes.
What made you decide to get involved?
Well, it's about our ancestry, really, and the pride in our ancestors. Yeah, my grandfather, he was a Royal Engineer. He was one of the guys who were tunnelling under enemy lines. He survived the war, just like one of the main characters in the play. And it's the awesome respect, really, for them coming back to civilian life. And trying to put all that behind them.
And the thing is, with it being 100 years this year since the cessation of hostilities for World War One, that we're at a stage in history now where that is becoming further and further away, isn't it? People who actually have memories of that are no longer with us. I mean, from your point of view, does it feel quite a weight on your shoulders to actually be almost, keeping this kind of history alive?
Well, please don't remind me on opening night. The weight on my and our shoulders, please. Yeah, there's a line in the story that I won't repeat now, but I've been thinking about it all day. It's a line that Molly says about one of the boys just before he goes over.
Yeah. Yeah, we won't mention that now.
No, we'll leave that as a tease.
But it's only a light reference, but we won't mention it. It's not. This is a show educating children as well. We have a cast age span 16 to 76. So it means that Shane and I do not remember the First World War, as indeed lots of people have said that we did. But you've got the children actors. I give you one example. There is one actor that comes on in a complete uniform, gun, hat, everything, as Susan just said. he was standing taller last night than he had before. He was standing erect, his shoes were together and things like this. And all of a sudden, he was enveloping himself in history. And wonderful.
I mean, the nice thing about this is it sounds like not only just going to the theatre to see another show or another drama. This sounds like a whole experience. It sounds
Totally.
like a new experience. For people who haven't got their tickets yet and are sitting there thinking, actually, this sounds like something that's much better than what's on Sky or something at night, want to get out.
It will be.
Yeah.
And you can watch Sky again, but once this is gone, it's gone.
And if people want to get tickets for this, we're going to give away a pair in a minute. But first of all, tell me how they can get their hands on them.
The company, it's not through the Villa Gaiety like some of the tickets are. It's a company called Eventbrite, Event Brite, because it's American. And you can buy the tickets there. They're £10. There is no A, B's and C's seating, first come, first serve. You just sit there. But within the studio theatre, you're not very far from the action because an actor could be behind you saying the words and not in front of you and things like this. So everybody gets immersed. It runs hour 20, no interval. So the action is sustained through the whole piece. But the team have been working really hard. And we've been in rehearsals for a time. John Young, the director, has actually written it with the help from the Isle of Man Arts Council. So it is local. It's reflecting local. We're looking at Laxey. We're looking at Knockalo. We're looking at things like this. So if you get a chance and you're not involved with the guild or chess, just come on down because I feel sure you'll enjoy it.
And I have to ask you, I know there's a bit of an anecdote regarding the crew. Okay, and their names.
Their names, yes. I didn't realise until last night, and probably you didn't realise either. Anna is doing sound, Aaron is doing lights, and Alice is doing costume. Now, they're all professional people that have come from across to put this show on. So it's not hard to see how John Young got them, really, was it? He got the A to Z of stage technicians and went for the first three. Easy, really, isn't it? And he reckons he has such a hard life,
all
John.
the grades they got, at the end of their courses, because it's amazing professionality. We're just blown away, really, that we're so lucky that we've got such amazing technicians, really.
You almost feel sorry for Yvonne and Zachariah, who obviously
They've
never
got
get any
no
work.
chance.
No, never work.